My next guest is one of the top welterweights in Bellator, Neiman Gracie, who's set to face Loganstorley at Bellator 274 next Saturday, February 19th. Neiman, how's it going?
Going great, and I'm ready for the fight.
Absolutely. And first things first, what's the energy been like in the gym ahead of this one? And how excited are you for this main event?
Man, the energy couldn't be better. Everyone in my gym have fights coming up. The week after my fight, we're gonna have Beneil Dariush fighting Makachev, and we have Marvin Vettori getting ready for his next fight too. So the energy is amazing, and I feel very grateful to be out here doing my part also.
Yeah, definitely. Lots going on at King's MMA. What are your thoughts on this matchup with Loganstorley? Obviously known for his wrestling, but what are your thoughts on his overall skill set?
I think he's a great fighter. He's a very tough guy, a good wrestler. And I think it's going to be a great fight, especially being 5 rounds. It's going to be an amazing show for you guys. Everywhere the fight goes is going to be action-packed. So don't miss this one.
Yeah, definitely. And as you mentioned there, this fight is going to be, I believe, the first 5-round non-title fight in Bellator history. What are your thoughts on that? And how do you feel about going 5 full rounds if it gets to that point?
Man, I feel great. This is something that I think we are needing in Bellator. We need fights to be 5 rounds, even if they're not title fights. And to tell the truth, I think title fights should be even more than 5 rounds. So I feel great. It couldn't be better.
Definitely. And a big thing that's been talked about, especially since your last win, has been the development of your striking. Just kind of talk about your development with that and how nice is it to be able to mix it up on the feet as well as the ground too?
It's great. I'm becoming a more complete fighter, and I feel ready to fight anywhere. So, and that's just going to make me improve more and more in the ground also, because I'm not going to rush so much to get takedowns and to go to the floor. So it feels great, man. I'm feeling getting close to my prime, and I can't wait to show you guys a show.
Awesome. And obviously you and Storley are known for your ground games, but how do you see the striking exchanges going in this fight?
I think there's going to be some striking for sure. And I think my striking is better. So that's also something that I want to show in this fight. So if we stay standing for a longer period of time, I have a couple weapons to show on this fight.
Awesome. And what's it been like learning from Rafael Cordero? He's been praised by a lot of fighters around the sport.
Oh, it's amazing. He's a wizard in what he does. So everything that he corrects my game, and he making everything better. It's not like he's showing me those new things. He's just making the things that I know be more sharp and be better. So he really is a wizard in teaching people.
Absolutely. And you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but what's the transition been like moving to King's MMA and everything that's come along with it?
It's great, especially this part, like everything that comes along, moving from New York to California. It's great also because of the weather, because of the environment, coming out from a big city to a more, how can I say, an open space. For me, it's amazing. It's like I'm back in Rio de Janeiro, and I'm really happy. And also with the gym, it's great too, because I have great training partners here also, just like I had in New York, I had them here too. So everything's going smooth and perfect.
And as you mentioned earlier, one of your teammates, Beneil Dariush, is getting ready to fight against Islam Makhachev in the UFC. How do you see that matchup playing out?
Man, Beneil is looking great. I think he's looking the best I ever seen him. And I think he's going to do great. I think he's better everywhere in the fight. He's better in the striking. Believe it or not, people don't know, but I think he's better in the wrestling, and definitely he's better in the jiu-jitsu. So if you guys want to make some money, you should bet on Benny on this fight. I will.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a great fight. Can't wait for that one. What do you like to do outside of training? What are some other hobbies you have outside of MMA?
I love surfing. This is one of the biggest reasons I moved to California, is because I love surfing. So when I'm not training and I don't have a fight close, I always look at the waves and I go surf around here. And California is great because there's many different spots for me to go. So surfing, it's my second best thing that I like to do, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, we have a big welterweight title fight coming up between Yaroslav Amosov and Michael Venom Page. How do you see that playing out?
It's a tricky fight. I think Amosov is the favorite fighter for sure, but you can never discount MVP out of the fight because he's a dangerous fighter. Even though people might not like him, they gotta recognize that he's very dangerous, you know. So he can land a shot and finish the fight at any second. But I think Amosov will win this fight. Will take him down and ride him for 5 rounds, and he's gonna win by decision.
And last question from me: what can fans expect from your fight, and what's the key to getting the win?
I think it's gonna be a great fight, man. I feel so ready for this one. I train super hard. I can do 10 rounds if I need to, you know. And but I don't think this fight is gonna go 10 rounds, 5 rounds. So I think I'm gonna finish this fight before the fifth round. I don't know how, if it's a submission or KO, but I'm not letting this one go to the judges.
Awesome, man. Well, before we wrap things up, I'll give you the final word. A shout out any sponsors you may have. Shout out your teammates. Anything you want, I'll give you the floor.
No, I'm all good. Just grateful to be here representing my family, representing Jiu-Jitsu, representing Kings MMA, Renzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm ready, guys. Don't miss this fight. It's going to be great.
Awesome, man. Well, Neiman, thanks again for the time. I'm sure we'll chat again soon, and best of luck next weekend.
Thank you, guys.